Alexa, should I get a Kindle?
I'm not sure.
As a professional writer, one of the best things I can do is read. And for my part, there's a certain je ne sais quoi about reading a physical book, the Dead Tree edition of something. That being said, the convenience and immediacy of an e-reader is undeniable. Reading on an ebook reader is much preferred over reading on your smartphone or tablet or computer, largely because it's a lot easier on your eyes for starters, but also because it's a dedicated device, you're free from all those distractions from social media and email and everything else. And I think it's pretty safe to say that at this point, Kindle has become the Kleenex or Q-tips of the ebook reading world. And among the Kindle family, it doesn't get any better than the Kindle Oasis. The first generation Kindle Oasis, which was originally released in 2016, it looks like it's still available for purchase on Amazon.com, the US site, for about $290, but it is showing up as unavailable on the Canadian site, Amazon.ca, at least for now. The second generation model, released in 2017 of the Kindle Oasis, is available, obviously, and it starts at about $250 US or $390 Canadian. In today's video, I'll be showing some of the key similarities and differences between these two models to help you decide whether it really is worth all that extra money. So when Amazon released the first generation Kindle Oasis in 2016, it represented a fair bit of a departure for the company in terms of the Kindle line, both in terms of price and design. This was very much a premium positioned device with a premium kind of price point. You have to realize that the base model Kindle, which I have here, no backlight, super basic, just a touchscreen display, but it's only $80 as opposed to the Kindle Oasis, which is pushing close to $300, right? It's quite a bit of a jump. But what you see is the display itself is a higher resolution. This is a 6-inch display with 300 ppi. It also has the physical page turn buttons on the right here, which I really like, and that's part of the asymmetrical design that they went with. The other big bonus that I really liked about the 2016 Kindle Oasis is the removable cover, and you'll notice these little pins here. That's because this case isn't just a case, it's actually a battery. It's a battery cover, so it actually extends the battery life of the Kindle itself, which I really do like. So for the 2017 model, they retained the same kind of core design. So you'll see here it still has the physical page press buttons here. The bezel's a little bit thinner all around, but it's still the asymmetrical design. But what's very important to note here is that you still have the magnetic cover that you can use, but there are no pins here because the cover is no longer a battery case. It's just a protective cover. They call it a stand case because you can kind of origami this to stand up so you can read, but I'm not sure why anybody would actually want to do that. One of the other main differences, obviously, is the size of the display. It still has the same pixel density of 300 ppi, but this is now a 7-inch display. So the device itself is, a fair bit bigger. Let me open this one up too. There we go. So the device itself, the screen is 1 inch bigger, but the device as a result is a fair bit bigger. So you can see kind of the width comparison there, and then the height comparison there. And what Amazon is saying is because of the larger display, it can fit about 30% more words than the 2016 model. Oops. There we go. So just using my own book here as an example from Beyond the Baby Babble, you'll see here that you should be able to read the text there. Yeah, so like the first paragraph, it takes up 3 lines on the 2016 model, but it only takes up 2 lines on the larger 2017 model. You also notice that the third paragraph here that starts with "as a freelance writer" on the 2016 model on the right here, you only get like the first line of that paragraph, whereas here you get 6 lines worth of text on the 2017 model. So you definitely are getting more text if you use the same font at the same size. Now that's a bit of a trade-off because personally I like the smaller size of the 2016 Kindle Oasis. It's a little bit more portable. It's easier to toss into a bag, but that's not to say that the 2017 model is, you know, gigantic either. Let me see if I can set that up. Yeah, see, so it's not like it's gigantic either, but it is, you know, considerably bigger. The two other main advantages that you get for going with the 2017 model is that it is now IPX8 waterproof. So what that means is it can go into up to 2 meters of fresh water for up to 60 minutes. So while they make no claims about whether or not it would be able to survive a bubble bath with you, you should be able to take it to the pool or read it in the bath without too much worry about it getting into trouble. That's part of the reason why we lose the battery connections on the back here, because it's a little bit more sealed. And I guess while I'm back here, the other thing I wanted to point out is just like the choice of materials is different. You can see the difference between the two there. So on the 2016 model on the right here, there's two different finishes, and on the 2017 model, it's kind of more of the all metal all the way through. So there is a definite difference, not just in terms of color, but just in terms of the materials that they are using. One of the other things that's worth pointing out about the 2017 Kindle Oasis is that this one comes with Bluetooth. So what you're able to do is if you have any audiobooks through Audible, you can actually listen to your audiobooks that way through this Kindle as well. And that's not something you can do on the 2016 Kindle Oasis. So there's, you know, kind of trade-offs in terms of which one you think is the better choice. The pixel density, as I said, between the two displays is exactly the same. So you'll get the same kind of reading experience in terms of how crisp the text is. I didn't see too much of a difference between the two in terms of backlighting, in terms of how bright it is, but the color tone is a little bit different. So let me see if I can crank these up here. So it might be a little bit hard to see on camera there, but the Kindle Oasis 2017 on my left here, the display is, the backlighting is a little bit more yellow, and the color temperature on the 2016 is a little bit bluer. So I imagine the yellower light is probably easier on the eyes, especially when you're reading at night. So for me, it's a trade-offs between the two. I'm not really sure which one I prefer, and realistically, you're not going to have much of a choice because the 2016 model is going to be gone, and you're only going to have the 2017 to choose from anyway. So that's a quick comparison between the Kindle Oasis 2016 and 2017. So thank you so much for watching this little video comparison between the 2016 and 2017 Kindle Oasis. I do have full written reviews of both e-readers, and I'll leave links to those in the video description below. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Alexa, up, down, left, right, BA start.
Super Alexa mode activated. Starting reactors online. Enabling advanced systems online. Raising dongers. Error. Dongers missing. Aborting.